G'day One More Fly Squad, welcome back to another Thursday trip report. I'm at Oslo Airport in Norway, and today I'm flying Turkish Airlines for the first time ever from Oslo to Kuala Lumpur via Istanbul. So this trip report I'll cover the first leg from Oslo to Istanbul on Turkish Airbus A330-200 economy class. Now without further ado, let's go inside the terminal and check in. So earlier today I flew SAS Scandinavian Airlines from London Heathrow to Oslo. My flight to Istanbul doesn't leave until 6. It's now 11:30, so I have a lot of time to kill at the airport. Wow, Oslo Airport looks really big. You know I'm bored when I do some random stupid shooting, but I really love Oslo Airport, how they've got high ceiling, clean marble floor, plenty of natural lights coming in from outside, and they've got self-checking machines everywhere. So here I was able to choose my seats for Turkish and then get my boarding pass. Unfortunately they won't print out my baggage tag, so I'll have to wait for Turkish Airlines check-in counters to open to drop them off. And yes, I'll have to wait here for 3 bloody hours. Check-in for Turkish is at aisle 10 right now. Qatar Airways is using it. Fortunately, I did come here prepared. I got some snacks and bottle of water from the hotel in London. This chocolate muesli bar is really delicious. I'm gonna finish all of them here, so when I do end up in Australia tomorrow or the day after, I won't have to declare them. The check-in counters haven't even opened yet, but the line is already there and very long. And I bet our A330 flight to Istanbul is gonna be very full. So check-in was pretty straightforward. The check-in agent was able to check my bags all the way through to Australia with Malaysia Airlines on a separate booking. After that, it was straight to security for me, and then you'll end up in the domestic side of Oslo Airport. If you're flying out of the Schengen zone, you'll have to walk down further for immigration. It works a bit like Adelaide Airport in Australia here. It's so busy here, and no mask, it looks like pre-COVID already here. So Star Alliance has 3 lounges here, all operated by SAS. Unfortunately, I didn't really do any research beforehand. I'm actually using their, I don't want to say worst, but it's the least best lounge they've got here. The foot traffic here is insane, like just have a look. So I just went to the coffee station and of course I got a chai latte. Something about chai latte that's different in Europe to Australia is that in Europe they don't really give you sugar, you have to add it yourself, and sometimes, like the one here, they actually give you the chai tea leaves. Right now we're in the SAS Domestic Lounge. They've got 2 more lounges here. One is called the SAS Lounge in the international side, and another one is SAS Gold Lounge. To enter SAS Gold Lounge, you need to be a Star Alliance Gold member. You can't get in with a business class ticket. The food selection in the domestic lounge is pretty good. You have hot soup, salad, a lot of bread, fried noodles, and a good selection of alcoholic beverages as well, including wine and tap beer. The Carlsberg alcohol-free beer is a very popular drink here. Thank you very much. Yeah. There are several shower rooms here in the domestic lounge and you'll need to grab a key from the reception. Hi there, welcome to SAS Oslo Lounge shower room tour. So significantly there's no toilet here, so you'll have to go back outside, but it's still quite large. Like right here they've got this baggage rack thing. They could easily fit a toilet there. Or they could make this sink area not this long, a bit shorter, still quite good. Anyway, you get plenty of towels in this beautiful basket. I like the aesthetic wooden design here, very Nordic. You've got a TV. And interestingly, they've got temperature control as well. And then paper towels. Rubbish bin, and here's your shower space, including rain shower. You got caught hooks here. Or... Oopsie. And look at the key that they give you. So big. Ooh. After many hours, it's time to head to our gate for Istanbul. So now we'll have to go through the duty-free first and then immigration. The immigration officers here ask a lot of questions even when leaving the country, so the line is moving very slowly. When I got to the boarding gate, the plane was already boarding. Our aircraft today is a 14-year-old Turkish Airlines Airbus A330-200 Tango Charlie Juliet India Oscar. Thank you. Here in the trolley you can grab free earphones and COVID-19 safety kit including face mask and antiseptic wipes in there. Hi. 22. Thank you. Welcome on board Turkish Airlines Airbus A330-200 economy class. The configuration here is 242 and my seat today is 22K. It's a window seat in the last row of the forward economy cabin. And here's the wing view from 22K. Let me quickly go through the seat features with you. There's no coat hook, you've got a tiny TV, you can adjust your volume and brightness here. Tray table can be folded in half and you can move it back and forth. You've got a cup holder here which is quite handy. A standard seat pocket. Your legroom here is about 32 inches which is pretty good. And you have a footrest which is not very common nowadays. Every seat in economy comes with an adjustable headrest, but it's a little bit hard. So there's no USB port, but between every two seats underneath you'll find a universal power socket. So that's the COVID-19 safety kit I grabbed earlier at the boarding gate. So you'll find a face mask and 2 antiseptic wipes. Our flight today to Istanbul is very full, but surprisingly, lots of space left in the overhead locker. Now on your TV, there are many movies to choose from. The TV screen is a bit old, but it's not too hard to navigate around. The screen is quite responsive to your finger. And shortly after takeoff, the cabin crew began the meal service for this short 3-hour flight to Istanbul. They do serve a full meal on this flight, which is fantastic. And on top of that, you get free wine and many other beverages. So you get 2 meal choices. I forgot what the other one was, but this is the one I got. I believe it was eggplant and minced pork with rice. For your side dish, you have a Greek yogurt dip, a chocolate mousse, a water cutlet. For my drink of choice, I went for orange juice. There's a bread and butter. Overall, a very good looking meal and very plentiful. We've also got real cutlery, salt and pepper, antiseptic wipes for your hands. Now, normally I'm not a big fan of aubergine or eggplant, but this one tastes really good with the pork and rice. And look closely to the white rice, it's really moist. Chocolate mousse was of course really delicious, you can't go wrong with that. The bread is okay, it's not too hard, it's quite delicious actually, especially for economy class. I tried dipping it with the yolk as well, it was alright. Overall, it was an excellent meal on Turkish Airlines economy class from Oslo to Istanbul. Flight duration is only 3 hours and they give you a full meal. Within 20 minutes since we got the meal, the cabin crew already came back to the aisle to start collecting rubbish and your meal tray. After that, I actually fell asleep, and then when I woke up, we only got 1 hour left, and then I was greeted by this beautiful sunset. Hello there, welcome to Turkish A330-200 Lavatory. In the middle of the economy class are the 2 economy class cabins. It's pretty cool here. You've got a Kahoot, mirror. Amenities wise, you've got hand and body lotion, and you've got those packets of hand soap. Normally I don't enjoy annoying the cabin crew, but I was really thirsty and I don't want to bother my neighbour, so I decided to press the call button for a glass of water. The crew was really responsive and he gave me the glass of water within a minute.
Information Istanbul, temperature is 21 degrees Celsius and sky is clear. On behalf of Turkish Airlines and entire crew, I wish you good planning. Thank you.
We're about to start our descent into Istanbul Airport, so let's quickly conclude this trip report with Turkish Airlines right here, right now. Check-in at Oslo Airport literally opens 3 hours before departure. The check-in agents were really friendly. They worked together to help me get my bags checked all the way through to Adelaide, Australia with Malaysia Airlines. The security line at Oslo Airport was relatively short, and then after that I went straight to the SAS Domestic Lounge, which was right next to it. But if you are flying internationally, please do check out the SAS Gold Lounge or the SAS Lounge. I walked past both of them on the way to the gate and they both seemed a lot quieter, and apparently they're supposed to be a lot better as well. That being said, the SAS Domestic Lounge was actually really good other than the foot traffic. The highlight for me would have to be the speaker in the shower room. You can connect it to your mobile phone using the Bluetooth. You can choose your own music and control the volume. It really is an amazing showering experience in an airport. And apparently there's also a gym in there. I would have checked it out if I knew earlier. I only knew that after visiting the lounge. Anyway, after that I went to the boarding gate. A very straightforward boarding process, and then when I got on the plane, sat down at 22k. It's the oldest seat they got on the Airbus A330-200. Overall the leg room and the space is okay, but I did find the headrest and the seat back to be a bit too firm and hard. I did appreciate the little touches like the cup holder, footrest and the charging outlet between every 2 seats. The service on board was quite outstanding, very efficient and quick service, nice cabin crew. They did disappear after the service, but if you do press the bell button, they show up right away. And finally, I want to talk about the food. It was amazing. Great portion, and surely that's what Turkish Airlines is famous about, using wide-body aircraft and serving meals for flights within Europe. Finally, if you were to book Turkish Airlines economy class from Oslo to Istanbul return, you're looking to pay around 2,800 Norwegian krone. So that's it for the conclusion today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do apologise for the rather average voiceover today. I'm not very sick today, but my throat is a bit funny and I'm coughing a lot. But I still want to do this video for Thursday. So anyway, if you're new to my channel, I upload a news report every Thursday, 12 PM Hong Kong time. In Norway, that's every 6 AM Thursday, and for Turkey, that's every 7 AM Thursday. So you definitely don't want to miss out by clicking the subscribe and bell button. Also every Monday, I do a hotel video. You can also keep up to date with me on my social media platforms like Instagram, Snapchat, Be Real, and Facebook. You can also make direct impact to funding my flights using Patreon or PayPal. PayPal is a one-off payment. You can do it anytime you want and any amount, obviously. Patreon is a subscription that charges you every month or every year. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the approach and landing into Istanbul New Airport. And by the way, after touching down, the people on my flight started clapping. You'd be able to hear that later. And after disembarking, I'll do a Q&A. Enjoy, bye.
Dünyanın buluşma noktası İstanbul Havalimanı'na hoş geldiniz. Yolculuğunuzun rahat ve keyifli geçmiş olduğunu umuyoruz. Emniyetiniz için kemer ikaz ışıkları sönünceye kadar lütfen yerinizde kalınız. Kemerinizi bağlı tutunuz ve başüstü dolaplarını açmayınız. Tüm elektronik cihazlarınızı kullanabilirsiniz. Uçak park pozisyonuna ulaştığında başüstü dolaplarını açarken dikkatli olunuz. Star Airlines üyesi Türk Hava Yolları ile uçtuğunuz için teşekkür ediyor. Sizlerle yeniden karşılaşmaya gidiyoruz. Ladies and gentlemen and dear children, welcome to Istanbul Airport, meeting point of the world. We hope that you had a pleasant flight. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off, and do not open the overhead bins. You may use your electronic devices. Please be careful while opening the overhead bins when the aircraft reaches its final parking position. Thank you for flying with Turkish Airlines, a member of Star Alliance. We would like to say goodbye and hope to meet you again. Sayın yolcularımız, uçağımız henüz park yerine ulaşmamıştır. Lütfen kemeri ikaz ışıkları sönünceye kadar yerinizde kalınız. Kemerinizi bağlı bulundurunuz ve başüstü dolaplarını açmayınız. Teşekkür ederiz. Dear passengers, our aircraft has not reached its final parking position. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off, and do not open the overhead bins. Thank you.
No, Turkish Airlines. Goodbye, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Teşekkürler. I love you.
Thank you. Bye.
Hello there, welcome back to another Q&A. Thank you so much for watching my Turkish video to Istanbul. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe because I'm gonna upload my 777 flight to Kuala Lumpur very soon. So Q&A, first question from Ian, my patron. Are you going to get stressed now that Qantas are starting to make boarding passes no more? The new self-check-in machines won't issue them now. As long as they keep those normal desks open for check-in, I'll be fine. Because even nowadays, or several years ago, I would never use the self-check-in. They're just so annoying. I don't know why. They're so loud, and the boarding passes aren't the same quality, and also I don't like putting on my own bag tag. I'm not good at it. My patron Brits, as an AV geek, what's your top favorite engine sound and why? 777-300ER and 200LR are definitely my favorite because they're so big, and if you heard it before, you know why. And if you're able to sit at the front of the plane, you can see like the swelling of the engine, and that's so cool. How do you save up so much to go on flights? I guess it's just how I spend my money really. So I spend more of my money on my flights and hotels, but then on the other hand, I don't spend so much on food. I don't spend so much on my day-to-day leisure things. Like I don't really buy new clothes or go to cinemas, concerts, whatever. It's just the way I spend my money, I guess, the way I allocate my money. Which MacBook do you use to edit your videos, and what software app you use for editing? So I use this MacBook Air, Rose Gold, I think, for my editing. And I use iMovie right there. Next question. My favorite Asian airlines. Cathay Pacific, Malaysia Airlines, Japan Airlines, All Nippon Airways, Hainan Airlines, Singapore Airlines. A lot of them. When could we see the real Jaden from off the plane, such as taste, music and sports? I don't think in the short term I'll do any videos of like my day-to-day life at home, but you can always follow me on my personal Instagram or add me on Snapchat, so you can like see the stories or post when I'm not traveling. Final question for today, being a YouTuber, often do you get recognized on flights or at the airports? Actually, I do, more than I've ever thought so in my life. Sometimes it's the check-in agent, sometimes it's the cabin crew, sometimes even the pilots, really. I think the creepiest would be when people, they're not sure if I'm on what flight, but they see me, so they would, instead of reaching out to me at the airport or on the plane, they would just text me. They're like, oh, are you on this flight right now? Or are you next to WHS Smith right now? And I'll be like, oh God, who's stalking me, you know? If you ever see me, just come up and say hi. It's always cool when that happens. If you want a picture, we can do that. If you want autograph, of course we can do that too. I'll be so honored. So thank you so much for watching, and again I apologize for the bad voiceover for today's video because my throat's a bit funny. It's not COVID though. I think I did some self-rapid test. Yeah, so again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your cabin baggage stowed until the seatbelt sign. has been turned off.